Hello, I'm Jonathan Van Bilson, and welcome to this special show focusing on dog guides. We're going to be speaking with several people who either own dog guides or live with people who do. The mission of the Lions Foundation of Canada Dog Guides is to empower Canadians with disabilities to navigate their world with confidence and independence by providing dog guides at no cost to them and supporting each pair in their journey together. From guiding their owners through their daily lives to getting help when it's needed most, dog guides play a crucial role in the lives of Canadians with disabilities. Our next guest today is Toiné Laher, and she comes to us with her dog guide, York. And I actually met Toiné about 2 years ago when we did the dog walk in Port Perry, I believe it was. I was emceeing it, and you had the opportunity to do a presentation. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Toiné. I'm 15 years old. I've had York for about 3.5 years. And again, I have type 1 diabetes, and he's a diabetic alert dog. So what he does is when my blood sugars go low, he alerts me, he smells that, and he warns me so I can eat and treat myself so nothing bad happens.
Now, getting York, was that a difficult process or was it relatively simple? Was it a long time?
We did wait a while. We waited 2 years because the process is you register for the guide dog and then someone comes to your house to make sure you're eligible for the dog. And then after that, you get put on a wait list.
Okay.
And then you wait. So we waited 2 years. And then I went to the Oakville facility.
Right.
And I stayed there for about 3.5 weeks, just training us and telling us what we need to do and stuff like that.
Okay.
And that was basically the whole process.
So you had already met York when you got there and you spent 3 weeks learning how to train him. Is that?
No, so actually when we get there, the first 3 days, they won't tell you your dog. You don't know what they look like. You don't know their name. It's very nerve-wracking because everyone wants to know. And they kind of try to bribe the trainers to tell us. But you don't know your dog until 3 days after you get there.
And what type of dog is York?
He's a poodle, a standard poodle.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different. I usually associate retrievers, labs, or Goldens with dog guides.
We just have them because my dad's allergic to dogs, so they usually give poodles to people who are allergic to dogs.
So, whenever does York go with you whenever you go out?
Yes.
Okay.
He goes everywhere with me. I like it. It's nice. You have a dog with you everywhere. It's pretty cool.
What about school? Same thing? Does he go to school?
Yes.
Really?
He comes to me to school.
So I understand you did a presentation to the 100 men in Skugog for funding, and you did quite well, I'm told. What was that like? That must have been a little intimidating, right? Having 100 or so people there and you having to tell your whole story to all these strangers.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of it was just a whole bunch of men. And then we had, I think there was 2 other people doing speeches to see who would get I was kind of nervous, but yeah, but we ended up winning. So that was good.
Right. Congratulations on that, because from what I understand is it's very, very expensive to go through the whole process of getting a guide dog, right? And the fact that the Lions Club promotes it and funds the entire project is remarkable, because there is no government funding. It's all done by people raising money. Do you find people very receptive to the whole concept? People ask you questions all the time about, how does this work? What's he do? That sort of thing?
Yeah, a lot of people are really curious and they're really surprised that they can actually train a dog to do that. But I think something that people are most surprised is that it's free of charge. So the Lions Foundation, they don't charge you, it's just free. And that's something that when my parents found out about it, we were really intrigued about that because you get it free of charge. But it's actually, I think, around $25,000 to train York.
I've heard that,
yes. Get it free because of all the donations.
As well as the time you spend in Oakville is also covered by their organization, right?
Yeah.
So which is excellent. I guess when you have a situation that requires York to kind of go into action, have you ever, had to have him do more than just nudge you or anything?
Yeah, so there's been multiple times where I have a Dexcom 6G. So basically, that's connected to my phone and it tells my phone what my blood sugar is. But
Okay.
sometimes that's very slow and it won't pick up on it. So there's been times where York has alerted me and we didn't even know I was low. And then I tested and I was really, really low. Or there's times I'm a really deep sleeper. So
Right.
sometimes he'll try to wake me up and it doesn't work. So then he goes to my parents' room and he like wakes them and like licks their face until they wake up.
Really?
Hmm.
Wow, that's amazing. That is just amazing. It just blows me away that animals can be trained that way to that degree. Um, prior to learning about the dog guides and that, I always assumed it was a dog for blind people and that was it. You know, but the fact that there are service dogs for many different types of situations. And I take it York has fit into the family quite well. Do you have siblings? Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have an older brother. He's
Okay.
18.
And it all works well. The dog fits in perfectly.
Yeah, we're very animal. Like we love animals, so it's good.
Right.
At the beginning though, it was kind of hard because they weren't allowed to interact with him because he had to bond with me. And
Right.
that was hard because all they wanted to do was pet him.
Yeah.
But now after time, it becomes more relaxed.
Right. So he does interact a little bit with the rest of the family too, I take it,
Hmm.
right? But
Yeah.
he's still your dog without question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Now, how did your parents become aware of the dog guides? Do you know?
Social media, I think
Okay.
Facebook, my mom found out that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I would probably want to mention like how grateful I am for York because he's saved my life multiple times. And it's also, he's not just like a service dog, he's also become my best friend.
Right.
And I don't think I could ever like put into words how grateful I am and how he's like saved my life and how much my life has changed before because there were times like when I wouldn't feel safe leaving the house or sometimes my mom wouldn't let me go out because she was scared something was going to happen but now because I have York those aren't even in the picture. I feel safe leaving and it's such a blessing to have him.
Oh, that's great. Well, I'm very good that those sort of organizations do exist and that you can take advantage of it, and and that your life has improved dramatically. Listen, thank you very much for being here today, for joining us, sharing your story and that. Very nice seeing you again. Hopefully, we'll see you walking with the dogs out in the next dog walk, the one that's not going to be virtual once this mess all cleans up. So thanks very much for being here, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.
Thank you for having me.